इस कथा प्रसंग हम लोग इसके वर्णन श्रवण कर रहे थे। सरागम, सरागम का तात्पर्य रागात्मा भक्ति से है।
Meaning of Saragam.
इस कथा हम लोग श्रवण किया था। संत भक्ति के साधन भक्ति सिद्धि की 3 अवस्थाएं होती है।
Three stages of bhakti.
संत भक्ति के साधन और सिद्धि के 3 अवस्थाएं होती है। साधन भक्ति, भाव भक्ति और प्रेमा भक्ति। भक्ति 2 प्रकार की बताया गया, एक वैदिक भक्ति और एक रागानुगा भक्ति।
2 kinds of bhakti, Vaidya bhakti and Raganuga bhakti. Hindi is not working.
उन लोग के हृदय में स्वाभाविक रूप में भगवान के प्रति प्रेम प्रीति है।
Those who have love and affection naturally in their hearts for the Lord, they are called the Ragatmika Jan.
विराजन्ति अभिव्यक्त ब्रजवासी जनादिषु रागात्मिका अनुष्ठा साजा रागानुगा उच्यते। ब्रजवासियों के हृदय में स्वाभाविक रूप में कृष्ण के प्रति प्रेम विद्यमान है।
The Vrajavasis, they have natural love for Krishna in their hearts.
अनुगत्य में
Under the guidance of these Vrajavasis,
भजन जो है
those who do bhajan, this is called Raganuga bhajan or Raganuga bhakti.
इसलिए कह रहे हैं इस भक्ति के बारे में हम लोग कैसे कहते, तन्मयता भविदोक्त्य सा रागात्मका कदिता इष्टे सारसिक राग परम अभिष्टा भवे। तन्मय तो भविद तन्मय जा भवेद भक्ति छात्र रागात्मिका कदिता इष्टे सारसिक राग। नित्य सिद्ध जो भगवान के परिकर जो है,
So the eternal associates of Lord, like Radha, Lalita, Vishakha, Nanda, Jashoda, Subal, Sridham,
उनके कृष्ण के प्रति स्वाभाविक रूप में
they have in their heart naturally some
प्रेम प्रीति है,
love and affection for Krishna.
इसलिए कहते हैं ब्रजवासियों जनों में अर्थात गो मृग सुकादि पशु पक्षी भी
Vrajavasis, even the cows, the deer,
विराजमान भक्ति को रागात्मिका भक्ति कहते हैं।
they have this spontaneous love from Krishna.
गमन जब अनुसरण करती है उसे रागानुगा भक्ति कहा जाता है।
Raganuga bhakti, that bhakti who follow in their footsteps.
रागानुगा उच्यते। इसके बारे में हम लोग भी वर्णन किया। ये माधुर्य प्रेममयी भक्ति एक संबंधात्मिका एक
So we spoke of Sambandhatmika and Kamatmika Prem.
बताएगा।
Kamatka is also divided in 2.
संभोग इच्छामयी और तत्त भावी इच्छामयी। संभोग इच्छामयी जो है
Sambhogachamai and Tatat Bhavichamai.
है,
Sambhogachamai is like from Lalita and Vishakha,
हम लोग श्रवण किया था।
and Tatat Bhavichamai like from Lalita Vishakha.
रागात्मिका को
Sorry, Tatat Bhavichamai Manjaris.
ब्रजवासी में गो मृग सुख आदि इसमें स्वाभाविक रूप में रहता है। ये भी हम लोग श्रवण किया था।
So we also heard
कृष्णा ही कोई राग कहते हैं।
Raga is the Premamai Trishna,
परम
unquenching loving thirst.
आवेश परम आवेश मूलक प्रेममयी तृष्णा को भी राग कहते हैं।
Raga is the complete absorption,
इनकंसेबल लविंग थर्स्ट,
unquenchable loving thirst,
लविंग
unquenchable loving thirst, loving thirst. The Brajavasis, they have this in their hearts.
कृष्ण दर्शन की लालसा प्रबल उत्कंठा,
They are so eager to see Krishna and to serve Krishna always.
जिससे जीव गोस्वामी पाद विष्णु भी
Like Jiva Goswami also describes.
विवेक शून्य प्रेम पशु पक्षी आदि के कृष्ण को
Vivek Shuna Prem is the prem of the
विवेक शून्य
animals
प्रेम कहा।
and birds.
विवेक मानी के
Vivek means
उनके विचारों के द्वारा वो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन कर नहीं पाते हैं।
they cannot discriminate with their intelligence. If Krishna is in Vrindavan, he is outside Vrindavan. They cannot discriminate.
पशु पक्षी आदि इन लोग के जो प्रेम
So the animals of the birds and animals
शून्य
in Vrindavan is called Vivek Shuna Prem.
आदि के जो कृष्ण के प्रति जो प्रबल जो प्रेम है
The deep love that the friends of Krishna have for him
उनके कहा जाता है
is called
कौन सा प्रेम बता
which Prem?
सखाओं के जो प्रेम
And the love of the Sakas.
है अत्यंत प्रबल आवेश युक्त प्रेम रहता है।
They are all so absorbed in Krishna always.
और गोपियों के कृष्ण के प्रति जो प्रेम उसी का है उत्कंठामयी प्रेम कहा जाता है।
So Vishramba Prem. And the Prem of the Gopis is called Utkantamai Prem.
भी श्रवण किया
So we heard about this.
है। इसलिए रागात्मिका भक्ति भक्ति के जो कार्य हैं यह रागात्मिका भक्ति दो प्रकार की होती है, एक काम रूप
Two kinds of Ragatmika Bhakti. Kama Rupa and Sambandha Rupa.
की कथा भी हम लोग भी श्रवण किया।
We also heard this.
संबंध के अनुसार लोग कृष्ण की सेवा आदि करते हैं।
According to the Sambandha, they serve Krishna like Subal, Shradam, Nanda, Jashoda.
ये सब क्या है? आगे पहले संबंध
First, the relationship is more important, then they serve.
इसलिए इन लोग के कहा जाता है
So they are called Sambandha Rupa.
और काम रूपा काम शब्द की
Kama Rupa,
प्रेमैव काम
Kama means
प्रेमैव गोपारामणं कामैव मित्रभिधीयते। गोपियों की जो
the love of the gopis
जो है वही प्रेम स्वरूपी है,
is actually Kam.
क्योंकि काम
And the
प्रेम देखने
Kam of the gopis is their love. Because Kam and love, lust and love look like same.
वास्तव में वो प्रेम नहीं है,
Actually, people of this world, what they call love is actually not love.
काम है।
It's actually lust. Lust means when you want to please your senses only.
प्रतिवांछा तारे बोली काम कृष्णेंद्र प्रतिवांछा धारी प्रेमना। प्रेम की परिभाषा है जहाँ पर कृष्ण
So the definition of Prem.
प्रति इच्छा
When you want to fulfill
कैसे
the senses of Krishna, you want to give satisfaction to the senses of Krishna, this is Prem.
यही वे लोग अपने
So the gopis, they do everything for the happiness of Krishna
यहाँ कोई श्रृंगार
only.
करती है।
Even when they decorate themselves.
गोपियाँ किस लिए श्रृंगार करती है?
Why do the gopis decorate themselves?
प्रसन्नता के लिए।
To please Krishna for his happiness.
इस जगत में विपरीत हो जाता है।
In this world is the opposite.
श्रृंगार करते
If someone decorates themselves in this world, if they dress up,
उनके देख करके दूसरे कोई प्रशंसा करे,
so that people may glorify them when they see them. Oh, you're so pretty.
प्रशंसा सुन करके अपने हृदय में आनंद हो।
And then they will feel happiness when they hear somebody saying they're nice and beautiful. When in the spiritual world, they dress up only for Krishna's happiness. Whatever they do is for Krishna's happiness only.
ये सब व्यावहारिक कार्य आदि
Whatever they do there is just for Krishna's happiness. Hindi.
व्यवहार है। कृष्ण तारे बोली पितृंद्र कृष्णेंद्र प्रतिवांछा तारे बोली काम आत्मेंद्र अपने सुख के लिए जो कार्य आदि होते हैं उसी काम में आ जाता है।
If you do something for your own sense gratification, this is lust. And if you do something for the sense gratification of Krishna, this is Prem,
श्रवण कर रहे हैं
love. So we were listening how
जी सुबल सिदाम नंद जसोदा आदि
Subal, Sudam, Nanda, Jashoda and all of them,
संबंध
they have relationship with Krishna.
रूपा व संबंध आत्मिका भी
So this is called Sambandha Atmika love.
पहले संबंध
The relationship is prominent. Like first, like Krishna is my son. Nanda and Jashoda, they have this mood. Krishna is my son.
नंद जसोदा की राधा कृष्ण दूसरे के पुत्र नहीं है,
Krishna is not anyone else's son. He's my son.
ये भावना रहा
They have this mood.
उसमें इतने मध्यत्व भाव रहता है।
And they have so much Madhyata Bhav, this
इसलिए स्नेह दो प्रकार के एक मध्यत्व
possessiveness.
भाव होता है।
Krishna is my son. So two kinds of possessiveness. Krishna is mine, Madhyata Bhav, or I belong to Krishna, is Advaita Bhav. I belong to him. But they have Madhyata Bhav.
जाते क्या
Krishna is mine.
ये प्रेममयी तृष्णा in control loving
So they have Prema Mai Trishna, this unquenchable, loving thirst. Like
करने से आपको क्या पीना चाहते हो?
if you're thirsty, what do you want to take? You want to
शरबत दिया जाए
drink
दिया जाए आप नहीं खाओ बोले ना
fresh water. If somebody offers you sweet or something else, no, you just want water. That's it.
वास्तव में
In the same way, the Vrajavasis, they have in their heart
प्रेम जो है
so much love for Krishna.
उस प्रेम के क्या कहा जाता है?
And this love is called
इनकॉन्सिबल लविंग
unquenchable loving thirst. Prema Maitrishna. Like they're never satiated. Without,
के सुख
like,
बिना उनकी कोई सुख नहीं है।
if not seeing Krishna, if not giving happiness to Krishna, they're all suffering and suffering.
कृष्णेन्द्रिय प्रतिवांछा है। इसलिए ऐसे रागमयी अर्थात प्रबल राग से युक्त माल्य गुंफन आदि परिचर्या रूपा भक्ति को रागात्मिका भक्ति कहते हैं। ये रागात्मिका भक्ति दो प्रकार की होती है, एक काम
So kinds of Ragatma Bhakti, Kama Rupa and Samandha Rupa.
है। इस प्रकार काल हम लोग इस कथा को श्रवण
Yesterday we heard this.
शास्त्र के वह प्राप्ति आदि के लिए किसी प्रकार शास्त्र युक्ति का अनुसंधान नहीं करते हैं। उनके स्वाभाविक रूप में कृष्णवदी प्रेम होता है। इसलिए कह रहे हैं रागात्मिक
So
अधिकारी
the Ragatma, they have natural love for Krishna.
उत्पन्न होते ही भक्ति के प्रवृत्त होने के प्रारंभ से ही कभी भी शास्त्र युक्ति की अपेक्षा नहीं रखता। यह रागानुगा भक्ति के महान उत्कर्ष है। शास्त्र युक्ति को देख करके तो ऐसे नहीं।
So the Ragatmikas, they don't do because of the scriptures. Like, why do the gopis love Krishna? Because Krishna is handsome? No.
अथवा
Krishna may be handsome or not. They're not thinking about it.
सत्य सुंदर सुंदर
Yes, of course, Krishna is completely so gorgeous. Krishna's beauty is incomparably beautiful. This is true.
की सुंदरता मधुरता कृष्ण 64 प्रकार गुण के द्वारा गुणान्वित है।
But yeah, Krishna, the gopis don't love Krishna because he has 64 qualities or anything. Actually, from the inner core of their hearts, they have this love and affection towards Krishna.
जिस विषय में लोभ होता है उसकी प्राप्ति के लिए शास्त्र का
So if you have some lobha, some eagerness to attain something, then you search in the scriptures what is the way to attain what you have greed for.
लोभ होने पर
So Shastra explains,
उसके लिए शास्त्र की अपेक्षा भी रहता है।
okay, if the person has real greed, then how the person will attain what he wants?
परिपाटी के विषय में श्री रूप गोस्वामी का सिद्धांत यह है
Srila Rupa Goswami explained about
जनंचस्य पृष्ठ निज
Ragatmika Bhakti.
तत् कथारत च असौ कुर्जात वासं ब्रजी सदा सेवा साधको रूपेण सिद्ध रूपेण चत्र हि तद्भाव लिप्सनम कार्य ब्रजलोक अनुसारतः अश्रवण कीर्तन आदीनि वैदिभक्ति उक्तानि तु जा अन्नंगानि च ता अन्यत्र विज्ञापि मनीष्यति। यहाँ पर रागभक्ति चंद्रिका में
So in the Ragabhatka Chandrika,
और रूप गोस्वामी पाद के सिद्धांत की
Ragavartma Chandrika.
जा रहे हैं। यदि किसी के
Okay, sorry. So what do they say, the acharyas? If you really want to attain Braj Prem, if you have this desire to attain Braj Prema, 3 symptoms will be seen.
कैसे होगा?
Which symptoms?
कृष्ण स्मरण जनस्य पृष्ठ निज समित अपने प्रियतम नवकिशोर नंदनंदन
One should constantly remember one's dearest, eternally fresh youth, Shanandanandana, and the beloved associates of Krishna, who are possessed of the identical mood for each one aspires. One should always reside in Shibrajadham with great attachment for hearing topics regarding Krishna and his devotees.
होने पर भी मौनी मन
If one is physically unable to live in Braj, one should do so mentally. This is the method of Raganuga Bhakti Sadhana.
लोभी व्यक्ति को साधक
41.
अवस्थित देह से
Top. A sadhaka who has greed for Raganuga Bhakti should serve Shri Krishna, both in the Sadhaka Rupa and in the Siddha Rupa, in accordance with the profound sentiments of the eternal residents of Raj, who possess the same moods for which he aspires.
सनातन
One should serve Shri Krishna in these 2 forms by following, not imitating.
श्री कृष्ण की
Under the guidance of Krishna's beloved Shri Radhika, Chandravali, Lalita, Vishaka, Rupa Manjari and others, as well as their followers, such as Shri Rupa, Sanatan and Raghunatha Das. A sadhaka of the sentiment of servitude should serve in accordance with the mood of Krishna's associates in Dasya Bhav, such as Ratak and Patrak. A sadhaka of Sakya Bhav should follow Shridham, Subal and others. A sadhaka of Vatsalya Bhava should serve according to the mood of Sri Nanda and Jashoda. In the Siddha Deha, the perfect internal spiritual body, one should offer mental service to Shri Krishna under the guidance of Radha Lalita Vishaka Rupa Manjari Rata Manjari and others. So we have to be careful not to have Ahangraha Upasana.
उपासना क्या है?
What is Ahangraha Upasana? If you think, I am Lalita, I am Nanda and Jashoda, you have these moods? This is called Ahangraha Upasana.
इसमें आप द्वैतवादी में चले जाते हैं.
Then you come to the Advaitavad, monists path. It's not Bhakti.
उपासना को भी त्याग
So you have to give up Ahangraha Upasana.
बुद्धिमान साधक अपने भाव के अनुकूल अंगों का ही आचरण करना चाहिए, सभी अंगों का अथवा विरुद्ध अंगों का नहीं. अहंग्रोपोषणा मुद्रा न्यास द्वारकाध्यान.
Okay, a sadhaka who aspires, page 42. A sadhaka who aspires for Vrajabhav should not undertake those limbs that are opposed to that mood. These include the following: Ahangraha Upasana,
साधक दशा में पार कर
Ahangraha Upasana, Mudras, Nyasa, meditation and Dwaraka.
रति के संबंध में श्री रूप गोस्वामी पाद
After surpassing the stage of sadhana, one enters the stage of bhav, which is also known as rati. In his book, Jwala Nilamani, Rupa Goswami Rupa Goswami describes rati as follows.
प्राणांश बरियोसाम. यह समर्थ
Samartha, page 43. Samartha rati gradually matures and becomes transformed into Mahabhav.
है.
Therefore, liberated souls and the topmost devotees strive to attain this rati.
यह रति बुद्धिमान
Rati gradually intensifies
यह रति बुद्धिमान होकर उत्तर
into
वैशिष्ट
Prem, which is known by different names in accordance with the distinctive character of each successive stage. It is thus identified as Prem, Sneha, Man, Pranay, Raga, Anurag and Bhav. This development is compared to the transformation of sugarcane seeds into sugarcane plants, sugarcane juice,
गन्ना और उससे रस
molasses, crude sugar, refined sugar, sugar candy, and rock candy. In this analogy, rati is compared to sugarcane seeds because it is the seed of Prem. Prem is compared, okay, the example is given.
गन्ना गन्ना समझ
You know, the sugar cane.
है ईख गन्ने का आते हैं, उससे रस भरा रहता है,
So from the sugar cane, you make there's the sugar cane juice.
निकालते हैं,
With the machine, you can take the juice out.
गरम करते हैं,
Then if you boil this juice, sugar cane juice, then you make molasses.
करा सीता और सीतोफल होते हैं.
Then you make crude sugar, refined sugar, sugar cane and rock candy.
छह स्टेज में
So Prem is compared to the sugar cane plant, but just as all 6 stages from sugar cane juice to rock candy are transformations of sugar cane only.
करके गन्ने का रस से लेकर के
So since the sugar cane
ये छह
juice until the rock candy, there are 6 stages. So in the same way,
धीरे धीरे उन्नत स्टेज कहा जाता है. स्नेह मान प्रणय राग अनुराग
Prema goes
फिर महाभारत
maturing in these stages.
और मादनाक्ष
Sneha,
चले जाते हैं. ठीक उसी प्रकार कहते हैं
all the 6 stages until Mahabhav.
तुम्हें जिस प्रकार प्रेम उदित होता है उसके प्रति श्री कृष्ण भी
Therefore, learned authorities in the scriptures use the word prema in a general sense
भगवान
to refer to all 6 stages.
आपके आकृष्ट हो जाते हैं.
So if you have prema in your heart,
स्वभाव के द्वारा
then Lord will
भगवान आपके साथ आचरण करेंगे.
behaving with you in that way according to the prema you have.
ये रसमय फिर अखिल और रसामृत
Because Krishna is Akhila Rasamrita Sindhu. He is the ocean of rasas.
राधा प्रयाणो विदुर्यति. कृष्ण मानो रस रस
Krishna is the ocean of rasa.
उपनिषद में कहते भगवान
Transcendental mellows. Upanishads explain. So depending
सेवा करना चाहते हैं
on the rasa that the devotee wants to serve Lord,
उस सेवा को भगवान
Bhagavan will
ग्रहण कर.
accept that service in that mode.
एक वैदुर्य मणि
Example, Krishna is like a Vaidurja money. There is one kind of a crystal, like a jewel, gem, called Vaidurja money. This stone has many colors inside it, like blue, yellow, red.
दृष्टि से देखोगे आप
Depends on the angle you look at this stone, you will see that color only.
7 रंग मानो उसमें वो वैदुर्य मणि में है.
So the 7 colors are inside this stone.
कृष्ण
So in the same way,
रसमय पुरुष रसो रसमय जेवानंदिनी भगवती. रसमय पुरुष होने के नाते
Krishna is the ocean of mellows.
के अनुसार
He's
समस्त रस के आश्रय विषय भी हो जाते हैं.
He's the Vishai of all the mellows. Depending on the mood that the devotee wants to serve Lord,
के अनुसार उनके
Bhagavan will
स्वरूप भी प्रकाश
manifest that form accordingly in front of the devotee and also behave accordingly.
प्रकाश करते हैं।
It's like a friend, and Krishna manifests in the form of a friend.
वात्सल्य रस के भक्त के निकट
In front of the devotees of Vatsalya Bhava, Krishna manifests in the form of baby Gopal.
है, जिससे नंद जसोदा उनकी कैसे सेवा आदि करते हैं।
How like Nanda Jashoda serve him. So the Sadhaka also,
भगवत में
under the guidance of Nanda Jashoda,
सेवा करना चाहते हैं,
they want to serve.
वो सेवा रस स्वीकार करते हैं, आस्वादन करते हैं।
They want to serve Krishna in that ras, and Lord also accepts that service and manifests accordingly.
भजन करते करते
Those who do bhajan under the guidance of the gopis,
गोपीर अनुगत्य बिना भजिलो ना पाए ब्रजेंद्र नंदन। गोपियों के अनुगत्य
so without the guidance of the gopis, you cannot attain that bhav.
तो इसलिए यहाँ पर इसलिए शास्त्रविदगण इन छह के लिए प्रेम शब्द का प्रयोग करते हैं। यहाँ तक बात है कि उल्लेखयोग्य है कि साधक भक्त में जिस
It should be noted that here, that the particular type of prema that Krishna has for the heroines who are possessed of samartha is exactly in accordance with the type of prema that arises in their hearts.
से सेवा करना
Exactly what I told. In which bhav you want to serve God?
चाहिए। जैसे कोई वात्सल्य भाव में सेवा
Like you want to serve in Vatsalya bhav.
भगवान भी अपने स्वरूप के
Bhagavan will manifest his leelas and form in front of you accordingly with Vatsalya bhav.
भगवान
So one Bhagavan,
भक्त की भाव के
but according to the mood of the devotee, he will manifest different forms, different leelas also.
है कि
Isn't it?
माँ जसोदा गोपाल को सब समय कितना दिखेंगे?
Majashoda always see Gopal
साल के 5 साल के बालक से
as a 5 or 6-year-old boy, not more than 10-year-old boy.
बालक मेरा कृष्ण मेरा अबोध बालक
Krishna is my
ये भावना रहा है।
innocent child. She always thinks Krishna is very small.
वही कृष्ण को
But the same Krishna in front of the gopis, he manifests as a
नवयुवन के रूप में दर्शन होते
youthful boy, like a teenager.
हैं। जिससे श्रीमद् भागवत में इसके प्रतिपन्न कर जब कृष्ण
Bhakta explains that when Krishna entered the arena of Kamsa,
के भक्त
there were devotees from 12 different rasas there,
उनसे दर्शन
and all of them they saw Krishna according to their own mood.
भागवत ने वर्णन कर दिया।
Bhakta describes.
तो उसी प्रकार कहने की तात्पर्य
So what I want to say is that
भक्त भगवान के निकट जो भाव से सेवा करना चाहते हैं भगवान
according to the mood the devotee wants to serve Lord,
भाव प्रकाश करते
Bhagavan will manifest accordingly.
हैं। अगर वर्णन होते हैं
So once
माँ जसोदा
Mother Jashoda, she was breastfeeding Gopal,
स्तनपान कराते करते
breastfeeding him. Mother Jashoda saw
लाल लाल
on his forehead some red marks on his forehead,
लाल दाग होते हैं
she,
सिंदूर जैसे।
like a sindur mark, mark of sindur.
क्या सोच रहे
Mother Jashoda thought,
ये मेरा
Oh.
बाल जो है
my Gopal,
गतकाल
yesterday
शाम के समय
in the evening time,
के जब लौट करके आए
he was grazing the cows,
ये दासियां जो है
and when he came back, my servants
से स्नान नहीं
didn't properly bathed not properly, or because Krishna is so restless, maybe he went to the Jamuna and he took that dust or the dirt from the mouth of from the bank of Jamuna that came on his face.
सल्लवती माँ जसोदा
So she's thinking it's the dirt from Jamuna.
क्या सोच रही है?
So Majashoda sees the sindur and she's thinking this is the red
इतने समय कुंदलता कर रही है,
soil from the Jamuna. Then Kundalata says, "Oh mother,
कर रही है।
he's breastfeeding now. He's taking our milk from your breast, but yesterday evening he was doing the rasa with the gopis."
अरे रास क्या चीज है?
What is ras?
नहीं समझ रहे हैं। रास शब्द की कई
Majashoda thought, okay, rasa has many meanings. Rasa is also called like dancing, singing, happiness.
शब्द के रसते आसद्यते इति रास
Rasa means radishing rasa,
इति रास
like dancing, singing. So this is also rasa. Rasa.
रास के अनेक प्रकार जो है
There are many definitions of rasa, not only one.
जैसे जैसे भक्त होते हैं
So according to the devotee,
वो डेफिनेशन दिया जाता
they will understand different definitions of rasa.
है। आगे समझिए।
Do you understand?
जैसे प्रभुपाद वर्णन करते हैं
Like Prabhupada was saying, he used to explain.
उसके पहले क्या सिखाया जाता
So if a boy is going to school, in the beginning, he will learn the alphabet. A for apple, B for ball, C for cat, D for dog. He learns the alphabet.
है? बड़ा हो जाता है
But when this same boy has grown older,
CD के द्वारा उसके सेंटेंस
by the ABCD he has to make sentences with these letters, isn't it?
एप्पल
A for apple,
तुम
So spell apple.
बड़ा हो जाता है
So the more he grows up, the more complicated the thing. When he studies mathematics, then later on
ABCD
he knows that.
महाराज जी के लिए ये ले आओ अच्छा क्या बोलते हैं
Bring that for Maharaj. So
ट्रायंगल कहा जाता है
ABC, the true three corners of the triangle.
कि त्रिभुज
ABC is the triangle, three sides.
समष्टि कितना होता है
So the three angles.
कोण होता है त्रिभुज के जो है तीन कोण के सम एक
So the three angles of the
समकोण
triangle, it's 180 degrees always.
ABCD पढ़ाया जाता है
If you add up all the angles of the triangle, it's always 180 degrees.
तो उसके क्या क्या बढ़ता है a प्लस b होल स्क्वायर
Then later on he learns, oh, a plus b whole square, how much is it?
इसी प्रकार
All these mathematical formulas.
अक्षर वर्णमाला जो है
So the same alphabet,
जैसे बालक जितने
depending on the level, the grade of the boy where he's studying the school, then the alphabet will have, he'll learn deeper and deeper things with those letters of the alphabet. So in the same way,
माधुर जी में हम ये देख रहे हैं
in Rasa Madhuri also we see, Mother Shoda, she thinks, oh, Krishna is my small boy.
बालक बालिका साथ
He's maybe playing with this other babies and he fell
लाल मिट्टी लगी
on the
ये विश्वास
on the red soil of the Jamuna. She'll not think that is that actual sindur. But Kundalata told Jashoda, he's breastfeeding, he's drinking her milk, but actually he was doing rasa before.
नित्य गीत आज
Ma Jashoda thought,
उसके रास हो
oh, rasa is what, playing with other young small babies, what?
जो जैसे साधक जिस भाव से
So depending on the mood that the sadhaka serves Lord, wants to serve God,
के निकट
Bhagavan will appear exactly in that form to the devotee, depending on how
लेकर के अयोध्या
how is the mood of the devotee. So in Vaikuntha, Yoda, Dwarka, Mathura,
का भक्त है
Goloka Vrindavan, there are so many kinds of devotees in all these different places.
कि रस माधुर्य के अनुसार भगवान
And Bhagavan manifests the form according to the Swarup, to the rasa of the devotee.
एक ही परम तत्व है
So Krishna is one Param Tattva, one Supreme Absolute Truth. Bhagavatam also explains.
जज गणमाद्यम ब्रह्मति परमात्मी भगवानति शब्दते है ठीक एक ही परम तत्व
He is one Supreme Truth,
तो अपने
but with his inconceivable potency.
अचिंत शक्ति
He has a spontaneous and inherent transcendental potency.
आने की नहीं
Inconceivable potency, he manifests many forms.
भेद मानी ले है तो अपराध
But actually, it's offensive if you think like Krishna is one Bhagavan, Ram is another Bhagavan. Actually, he's one Bhagavan only.
तत्व विचार कर वेदन चेतन
This is Tata Vichar.
राम एक अलग भगवान है विष्णु एक अलग भगवान है कृष्ण एक अलग भगवान है ऐसे विचार करने से अपराध हो जाता
So it's an offense if you think this,
है भेद मानी ले
if you make distinctions in the forms of Bhagavan.
तो भगवान एक ही है रस
Bhagavan is only one. And according to the Rasa Madhurya,
भक्त की सेवा भावना के अनुसार भगवान उस भक्त के निकट वो
and
प्रकाश
Bhagavan manifests different forms in front of different devotees.
रूप में प्रकाश हो जाते हैं
So in Vaikuntha, he manifests as a Narayana.
कुंठ में भगवान नारायण के रूप में
In Vaikuntha, Lord appears as Narayana with four arms, holding Shankar Chakra Gada Padma.
विचक्षण गरुड़ आदि उनके सेवक
Vishakshan Guru, his servants are there in Vaikuntha, isn't it?
क्या है वैकुंठ में दस रस जो है वो क्या होता है गौण हो जाता है
So in Vaikuntha, Dasya Rasa is secondary, and the main rasa in Vaikuntha is Shantarasa.
सेवा की परिपाटी में पर अधिक नहीं है
There in Vaikuntha, we don't see so much service to Lord. They always sing Krishna is Atmaram Aptakam, he's self-satisfied, he's complete,
रहते हैं
he's everywhere, he doesn't need anything.
तब भी क्या कहते हैं हम लोग के सेवा लेने के लिए हो
But still, to take our service, sometimes he has some desires.
तो उसी प्रकार सेवा आदि रहते हैं
So there's some service also.
वहीं पर कैसे संभ्रम बुद्धि रखते
And they always have this Sambram Buddhi, they all in reverence. They don't joke with Lord. Very little in Vaikuntha.
हैं और अयोध्या में
They are far from him.
दास्य प्रधान हो जाते
In Ayodhya, Dasa is more prominent, then is the opposite. So Vaikuntha,
आप रहते हैं
more prominent is Shanta. But in Ayodhya, Dasa is more prominent, the servitude.
तो ये गोलक वृंदावन में क्या रहता है
And Shanta is
गोलक वृंदावन में क्या रहता है इसमें
secondary.
वहीं पर भगवत बुद्धि नहीं रखते
So
कृष्ण भगवान है ये बुद्धि
the only place that they don't think Krishna is God is in Goloka Vrindavan.
परिवार के एक सदस्य है लोग
There is saying Krishna is a family member.
ये सब कथा भी हम लोग कई बार बताया।
Many times we've told this, we've spoken about this. So
ये प्रेम शब्द का इसलिए शास्त्रविदगण इन छह स्नेह मान प्रण राग अनुराग भाव महाभाव इस शब्द का प्रयोग करते हैं। यह बात ही उल्लेखयोग्य है कि
prem is compared to the sugarcane plant.
उदित होता है उसके प्रति श्री कृष्ण की भी
It should be noted that here that the particular type of prem that Krishna has for the heroines who are possessed of Sarmatarati is exactly in accordance with the type of prem that arise in their hearts.
होगा है कि ब्रज का श्रृंगार रस संबंधी प्रेम
If one reflects in an unbiased and thoughtful manner, then it must be concluded that the prema related to the Shringaras of Raj is not found in other sampradayas. If at all it exists, it is only to a very limited extent. Especially the sweetness of Shringaras,
बता जो है ये चैतन्य
it's not everywhere.
रूप गोस्वामी पाद के द्वारा ही
Mahaprabhu specifically manifested through Rupa Goswami in this world.
वल्लभाचार्य में कहाँ पर हो गया सब क्या बोले
Vallabhacharya
रस तो दिखा दिया
showed until Vatsalya Rasa,
ये नहीं दिखा रहा
not more than that.
और देखो उसमें कि हितहरि वंश की जो उदाहरण जो क्या बोले वल्लभ संप्रदाय की वो क्या नाम है राधा वल्लभ संप्रदाय में उसमें तो श्रृंगार उसके दिखाते हैं किंतु मिलन के दिखाते हैं विरह के नहीं दिखाते हैं।
So that the Radha Vallabha Sampradaya, they show only meeting, not separation of Radha and Krishna.
भाव की अधिक दिखाते हैं
And they show more Swakya Bhava of Radha and Krishna, not Parakya. But the mood of Mahaprabhu is Parakya,
इसलिए तो इस श्लोक के प्रतिभा
Paramore moods.
है आराध्य भगवान ब्रज से
That shloka confirms this, Radha Bhagava.
श्लोक के जाता है। तो यहाँ पर जो श्रृंगार रस की संबंधी प्रेम अन्य संप्रदाय में नहीं है और यदि भी है तो
If it at all it exists in other sampradayas, it is only to a very limited extent.
प्राप्ति करने के लिए
Therefore, Shridasa Goswami has instructed the sadhakas, desirers of attaining Braj Bhav, to accept Shri Swarup Damodar, Shri Rup Sanatan and other Goswamis,
गुरु के
who are recipients of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy,
उपदेश दिया
as instructing spiritual masters.
ये विशेष वैशिष्ट्य दिखा रहा है क्योंकि महाप्रभु की प्रेरणा बिना ये प्रेम हमें
So, without inspiration of Mahaprabhu, this prem will not appear in our hearts. So, one thing again and again we are saying, Mahaprabhu said,
बिना ब्रज प्रेम नहीं।
without me, except for me, no one will give Braja Prem.
आजकल भी ब्रजवासी के घर में जाओ
Nowadays, you go to the house of Vrajavasis. Some they have the Ladu Gopal, we don't even know where they put the Ladu Gopal.
गोपाल भी रखा राधा कृष्ण भी रखा
They have Radha Krishna, they have Ganesh also in their altar, the Vrajavasis.
दुर्गा से
Kali, Shiv, Durga.
त्योहार आ जाते हैं
According to the different festivals, they don't give up any god.
हाँ आज समझे ये बात
They think like this.
गुरुदेव जब 96
But
में जब
Gurudeva on 96, he came from preaching in the Western countries. Some devotees told Gurudev,
ये गुरुदेव हम लोग के अब छोड़कर
Gurudev, why did you leave us? Leave us and you went abroad. Then Gurudev told,
विदेश में क्या
Gurudev, what did you find in the Western countries?
देखो
Gurudev told, look,
मैं विदेश में ये चीज ये कर दे उन लोग के जैसे मैं बोल दिया ऐसे
whatever I told, I tell they follow.
गुरुदेव की भाषा है Say
Gurudev said,
that, take that.
there is also recorded what Gurudev said. For 50 years, I stayed here in Mathura with you, and I told you to be a Kanishta, one pointed.
बताओ अभी तुम बताओ
Until now,
घर में गणेश जी
do you have Ganesh in your house or not? Yes, I do have Ganesh in my house until now.
काली मैया है
Do you have Kali Maya? Kali? Yes. You didn't give up anyone.
जवाब से
And you're telling me of Rajabasi.
है किंतु गुरुदेव ने कहा देखो
Gurudev said,
मैंने जैसे कहा दे
look, whatever I told them, I told, just have Radha Krishna, don't worship anyone else. Just worship Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna. They only have them in their altar.
हाँ गुरुदेव कह रहे 40 साल में भी चाय भी
For 40 years, you haven't even stopped drinking the chai.
भाई ब्रजवास का
Like I'm here 40 years telling you, and you couldn't even stop drinking chai.
रूप सनातन की
So, how to really be Brajavas? It's not that easy.
करें साधक देव
So, like how to follow Rupa and Sanatan.
सिद्ध देव तो बाद में होगा
So, first as a sadhaka, then Siddha.
की परिपाटी
So, how to follow the bhajan in sadhaka Rupa as a sadhaka?
आदि जो है
According to the worldly conception and so many things, you cannot even do that. And you're telling you're a Vrajavasi.
भाव उसी के तो इसी प्रकार कह रहे हैं समय हो गया ना
Time's up.
तो जो भाव इसलिए कह रहे हैं निरपेक्ष और निगूढ़
If one reflects in an unbiased and thoughtful manner, then it must be concluded that the prem related to the Shringaras of Raj is not found in other sampradaya.
के चैतन्य महाप्रभु
So,
की जो विचार
the conception of very subtle conceptions of Mahaprabhu,
दान करना
Mahaprabhu is giving emphasis in a paramour mood. He's giving paramour mood, especially Manjari Bhav. What Mahaprabhu is giving to the jivas of this world. Like the verse on Arpita Charin Chirat explains. This confidential bhav. To attain this bhava, what you have to do? You have to get the beyond under guidance of Swarupa Damodar, Rupa and Sanatana, Adal Goswamis. Gurudev also told, look, let's discuss about Braj Raganuga and Rupanuga. So, the only conception of Rupa Goswami, you have to be one-pointed like the polar star. Then you'll be Rupanuga. So all Raganuga are not Rupanuga, but all Rupanuga, they are Raganuga. So the conceptions of Rupa Goswami is bhav. We have to imbibe with that. And to take these modes of Rupa Goswami, what do you have to do?
और वही रूप गोस्वामी के भाव विचार को लेने के लिए और क्या करना पड़ेगा? और हे मेरी प्यारी माँ के भाव विचार को लेने के लिए और क्या करना पड़ेगा?
Where is the Hindi broadcast?
के भाव विचार को लेने के लिए और क्या? मेरी बात सुनो, देखो भैया, यदि तुम्हारी रागात्मक भक्ति के साथ के भाव विचार को लेने के लिए और के भाव विचार को लेने के लिए और क्या करना पड़ेगा? के भाव विचार को लेने के लिए
What happened to the Hindi? Where is the Hindi broadcast? Some problem.
विचार को लेने के लिए के भाव विचार को लेने के लिए और क्या करना पड़ेगा?
Hindi broadcast stopped temporarily. We're waiting to come back. Internet problem.
गोस्वामी के बाद के भाव विचार को लेने के लिए और क्या करना पड़ेगा? रूप गोस्वामी के बाद
Vidalankar, oh, thank you. Vidalankar is also live. Vidalankar Boni, nice. Oh God, if I knew. So Gurudev gave an example. If somebody wants to become a doctor or a judge, like a if you want to become a lawyer, actually, it's wrong. Just moving to the other page because of the microphone becomes louder. It's better to listen. If you want to become expert lawyer, at least it will take you 25 years to become expert lawyer or doctor. Then you can be like, for example, if you want to be the judge of the Supreme Court, it will take many years. It's not easy. The same way,
भाव को ऐसे
Hey. Doing sadhana slowly, slowly, and get the mercy of Lord or the devotee. The mercy of God is occasional, not always. Bhagavan says, I'm equal to everyone. So that's why I don't give mercy so much. But we see more available is the mercy of the devotee. So, 5 kinds of sadhana of Raganuga Bhakti. Time's up, but Bhava Mai Sadhana, Bhava Sambandhi Sadhana, Bhava Anukul, Bhava Pratikul, and Bhava Viruddha. Without sadhana, you cannot attain. So, very necessary to have the association of the sadhus, like Raghunath Das Goswami explains. If you want to dive yourself, to absorb yourself in the Shingaras, you have to have one pointed devotion to Mati Radhika. And you have to stay in Vrindavan, yes, but where? The places ruled by Shrimati Radhika in Vrindavan. So not everywhere in Vrindavan, just the places where Shrimati Radhika is controlling in Vrindavan. Those places you have to stay, not everywhere. So Avrajavasi brought just one buttermilk from Sakistali, then Raghunath Das Goswami was so angry with that Vrajavasi. You see the niche of Raghunath Das Goswami. So how to do bhajan in Vraj and how? Having the nishtha, loyalty, one-pointedness. Third, association of the Vrajrasik sadhus, absorbing the mood of Shrimati Radhika. So that's why Shukadev is coming to Parikshit Maharaj at the end of the Bhagavatam. I told you so many kathas, but now you have to fix your mind and remember these pastimes. This look in the Bhagavatam is there. All the Tata Siddhanta I told you in the Bhagavatam, so many things. Do pranama to the Tata Siddhanta, but you have to remember the Leelas, that's it. Now you have to Lila Kata Nisevanam. Just remember this nectarious pastimes of Lord. Fixing your mind. And then go to the transcendental abode of Lord. Tomorrow I speak about the 5 kinds of sadhana of Raganuga Bhajan.